Magic Kingdom's Frontierland is currently in the middle of a major transformation, with the removal of the Rivers of America, Big Thunder Mountain getting retracked, and a Cars attraction incoming. So, I thought it would be fun to look at some cancelled Frontierland attractions. We begin in the Magic Kingdom in the 1970s, where Phase 2 for the park was to include Thunder Mesa, a multi-attraction mini-land to be located where Big Thunder Mountain is currently located. Thunder Mesa was to include walking trails, a runaway mine train, and a boat ride called the Western River Expedition, on the same scale as Pirates of the Caribbean. The attraction was to be a boat ride passing through caves, through a desert where a stagecoach is being held up by bandits, and into a western town, before being cornered by the bandits in a forest fire, escaping by waterfall. Whilst reserved for Phase 2, Thunder Mesa was very far in development when it was cancelled, to the point that the Buffalo animatronics were created, now seen in Living with the Land in Epcot. So, why wasn't Thunder Mesa or the Western River Expedition built? Well, when Magic Kingdom opened in 1971, guests were wondering where Pirates of the Caribbean was, unaware that the Western River Expedition was to be Magic Kingdom's version of the attraction. With guest demand for Pirates, a version was fast-tracked to open in 1973, using the funds set aside for the Western River Expedition. Ultimately, Thunder Mesa kept getting pushed back and downsized until it was cancelled. The mine train portion of Thunder Mesa did make it into the parks in the form of Big Thunder Mountain. Jumping forward to the 1990s and the Disney decade, when Disney announced the next 10 years of projects at what was to become the Disneyland Resort. One of the earliest new offerings set to debut in 1991 was the Young Indiana Jones Adventure Spectacular. After the success of the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular at MGM Studios, a version of the show was to be located in Frontierland near Big Thunder Ranch, themed to the TV series The Young Indiana Jones Adventures. The Western Stunt Show would have been Frontierland's first new attraction since Big Thunder Mountain in 1979, but was cancelled when Dick Tracy's Crime Stoppers was cancelled, and Indiana Jones was chosen to be the replacement theme for a new Adventureland dark ride. Staying at Disneyland in the late 1990s, a more thrilling ride was considered for the same plot of land next to Big Thunder Ranch, and later reconsidered for Disneyland Paris' Frontierland. Following the popularity of the Tower of Terror at MGM Studios, Imagineering was considering a version for Frontierland set in Geyser Mountain. After guests enter the house of the inventor who dug Big Thunder Mountain's tunnels, they board a ride vehicle for a tour of the mines. Halfway through, the ride vehicle would cross a rickety bridge, when a geyser would erupt, sending the vehicle up and down, finally landing safely and returning to the load station. Work began on constructing the new attraction when Cascade Peak was removed from Frontierland Skyline. However, the lackluster opening of Disney California Adventure and the need for Tower of Terror to start fixing up the park, Geyser Mountain was cancelled. Our final cancelled Frontierland attractions can be found in a whole cancelled land. When conceiving Hong Kong Disneyland, one of the lands being considered was Frontierland, but it was to be more modern Frontierland. The land was to feature 3 attractions: a haunted house similar to the Haunted Mansion or Phantom Manor at Disneyland Paris, a river raft attraction in place of Big Thunder, potentially inspired by Grizzly River Run at DCA, and a clone of it stuffed to be a bug, which could be found at Animal Kingdom and DCA. Ultimately, Hong Kong Disneyland's budget was considerably smaller than what was needed to Imagineers to build everything they wanted. As Frontierland had the least appeal of all the lands, it was cut from the plans. Hong Kong did eventually get a Western themed land, although it wouldn't open until 2012 when Grizzly Gulch opened. So that was every cancelled Frontierland attraction from around the world. Would you have liked to experience any of these attractions, or are you glad they were cancelled? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below on what you want to see next on the Distory channel.